Welcome back to Mideast in Depth. Today our focus is on Iran. From the International New York Times, the editorial board warns that Iran is jeopardizing the nuclear agreement that would benefit them and the security of the region. It states that Ayatollah Ali Khamenei said on Tuesday that he would not abide any long-term freeze on Iran's sensitive nuclear work and again ruled out foreign inspections of Iranian military sites. He also insisted that all economic sanctions be lifted immediately once a deal is signed. It asserts that his statements are at odds with a framework agreement reached on April 2nd, and if Ayatollah Khamenei's intention is to maneuver for advantage, his public demands in reopening settlement commitments, which will undercut rather than strengthen the hands of his negotiators. The editorial points out that it's also possible that he now has no intention of accepting any nuclear agreement with the West. That would be a missed opportunity for Iran and the world and could have dangerous consequences. It adds, compromises are part of any negotiation. Any agreement can really be judged only when the text is signed and details are made public. The April Framework Accord was a solid basis on which to build a credible final deal. It concludes, Ayatollah Khamenei must decide whether he and his government can live with the economic and political consequences if he sabotages this deal. The Tehran bureau in The Guardian claims that while a majority of Iranians support President Rouhani and the landmark nuclear deal his government brokered, victory in the 2016 elections is contingent on sanctions lifting. It states that a new poll indicates while a majority of Iranians support a nuclear agreement with the US and the other P5+1 powers, high hopes for the immediate lifting of international sanctions may mitigate support for Hassan Rouhani's government ahead of next year's parliamentary election. It claims that the poll conducted in May for the University of Maryland's Center for International and Security Studies and University of Tehran states that some 57% of respondents agree with the current framework, while only 15% were opposed and another 28% were undecided, but that support is tempered by expectations of speedy sanctions, relief and economic recovery. It adds, while 53% said they would re-elect Rouhani as president in 2017, another 27% of respondents to this question said they would vote for Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, the former president whom the domestic press has blamed for the nation's economic mismanagement. It continues, while most respondents gave Rouhani high marks for improving security and the country's economic prospects, 53% said he was unsuccessful at reducing unemployment. The Tehran bureau concludes by quoting a co-author of the study, naturally what is happening all around Iran should have made some people value the stability Iran has and count its military power as an achievement. For more updates, please visit levant.tv. And subscribe to Mideast in Depth on iTunes. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.